World Flying Disc Federation 2024 World Team Disc Golf Championship, hosted by Mundaring Sporting Club Disc Golf, would like to acknowledge the support of event partners World Flying Disc Federation and Australian Disc Golf. Major sponsors, Government of Western Australia Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, Lottery West, the Shire of Mundaring, and RAD, Recreation, Activity, Design. Thank you and enjoy the coverage.
Here we are, we're back again for the World Flying Disc Federation World Team Disc Golf Championships from November 2024, held in Mundaring, Perth, Western Australia. My name is Jason Weidner and I'm joined by a man who trusts the discs in his bag more than he trusts the discs in his back, Ashley Weidner.
It's a good one. I wasn't quite sure where that was going and thought anyone in my personal life was going to get a serve there, but that is true. The discs in my bag have this year been more reliable than the discs in my back. Good to be here.
It's a big quarter-final round today between Australia and the USA. We're excited about this one. Tell us who we got, Ash.
Yeah, so facing off in singles for Australia, we got Rueben Berg. And I believe this will be an MP40 card versus Andrew Brown of the United States. Doubles, we've got the Princes of Mundaring.
Oh, yes.
Blake Houston and Alex Kynaston facing off against John Willis II and Samuel Henderson from the US. So, yeah, pumped for this one.
Yeah, so we've got the two Western Australian wonder kids. They'd be loving playing with each other, wouldn't they?
They absolutely would. I believe this is the only time they got to play together on this tournament. As we take a look at the first hole they'll be playing of this match, which is traditional hole 6. It's a par 4, out of the gap, up here, and in typical Mundaring fashion, back into the gap, and the basket perched up on a burnt-out tree stump, Jace.
Yep, doesn't get more Australian than that. As we see, speaking of, Rueben Berg, our MP40 competitor, to get us away, and he's found the middle of that tree.
He has. He will still have a second shot from there. It's going to be a tough one. So if Andrew Brown can get out of this gap, that'll be ascendancy. And
I like that approach. It's very particular, isn't it?
It is. Makes it very easy to edit too. You know exactly when he's going to throw.
And here he is. We mentioned earlier, 18, 19-year-old Blake Houston from Western Australia in Perth, carrying the hopes of a nation on his shoulders.
He really is. He really is. And acquits himself well.
USA died disc there.
Bit of mind games off the first tee.
Yeah, possibly.
Willis II now. Might just call him Willis.
Yeah, the new and improved Willis.
The sequel.
Series 2. As he rips one out there.
That's huge.
Nice big distance on that. For the USA competitor.
Yes, we see Alex eager to get out onto that fairway and get involved in this match.
Yep. So this is Rueben gets a good rip and puts a good move on his second.
Yeah.
And we've got quite the gallery watching this, being quarterfinals. Final round of 8 this is. So everyone coming over to watch.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some caddying from the other competitors here, so keep your eyes open for your favourite Australian and US disc golfers there. As Henderson puts them in a really good spot for 3.
Bread and butter for Kynaston here.
You'd think so. You'd think these boys would have played this course. Rueben bring his own seat?
He may have. It's nice and low. Is it coming in a little early? Yeah, it's not too bad.
Caught a bit.
Just trying to find a way in as we get a look at
That's Henderson.
So Rueben here for 3. Those of you who've been following our telecast will be aware, but I'll repeat it anyways. Rueben, that's a lovely upshot there. Yeah, so guarantees a par.
It's a nice little nose grind up the kicker.
Yep, as we fist bump from team captains there. Patrick Robinson and Cassie Sweeten. Ooh, that had a good look on it too. Yeah, so the scoring up the top, you'll see next to the players' names, just as it disappears. This is to win the hole here for Blake. Yeah, catching a tree. So you'll see the all square, which is A/S, up next to the players' names. That lets us know that that battle is all square. Oh, it was.
And now you see it go to one up.
Yeah.
As they've closed out that hole, or Andrew's closed out that hole.
Andrew takes one off Rueben there.
Quicker than Rueben was able to. Nicely done from Alex to finish
Yeah,
off
so
there.
all square, and then the next to that, you'll see a tab telling us what shot they are performing. So the doubles will go in as a tie for the first hole. As Rueben drops the first one to Andrew Brown, we head into hole 7, which is a par 4. It's 160 metres out this gap. And position is super important here because, as we're about to see, you want to land just about here or thereabouts because we take a sharp left. It's a pretty narrow passage, straight down to the basket. But if you don't get to the right spot there, that second shot becomes incredibly tough ash.
Yeah, absolutely. It's brought to you by the Bars, iconic WA disc golfers here. I wonder if any of them are real estate agents because this hole, as you say, Jace, is location, location, location.
Oh dear. That's pretty good there from Andrew Brown.
It's perfect.
Tell you what I was admiring. I noticed a little detail on the USA jersey.
Oh, yeah?
You've got the very faint chains running down the back.
Really?
Yeah, have a look. Check it out next time they're on camera.
What do you reckon that's a reference to?
Chains. It's disc golf related. It'd be the baskets, wouldn't it?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably. Rad baskets or
possibly
disc catches or. Oh dear. Right, well, if anyone's going to know how to get out of that,
see them? See the chains?
Oh, there they are. Yeah.
So we're going to look at Henderson here. We haven't seen a huge amount of him. Henderson must have just pipped Paul Macbeth for a spot in the USA team, did he?
Must have. Just wrote a better application.
Yeah,
you'd imagine.
probably.
Yeah.
Macbeth's laptop went flat, apparently, halfway through his pitch.
Deep cut. Yeah.
That's a pretty good flex forehand from Alex
That's
to get
disappeared right round the corner.
To get the boys out of trouble there. And look at this for being a captain. Broke her ankle a week before this matchup, and she's still out there caddying for a MP40 entrance. So, what a captain. Leading by example.
Yeah, there's not really any Australian matches that we've got on film here where you don't see Cassie with a bag on her back walking around showing support for the team. It would be very easy. Day before the tournament, she injured herself horrifically. And it would be very easy to just sit in your hotel room and watch all the action on TV, brought to you by PRKD Media. But no, Cass was out there every day. Put me in a moon boot, get me on the course. As Andrew tries to really...
That looks good.
Yeah.
He's down there. Lovely shot. So, yeah, Rueben taking a little skinny on the entrance there. You see that Mando tree on the right there with the blue M on it.
Interesting fact about Mundaring. Most of the Mandos on this course were put in because of dumb shots Blake and Alex had played over the years, and they've turned around and said, no, you can't do
that's fitting, isn't it?
See Willis sizing up the second, which is
Willis the second for his second. I've been waiting to get that one out. Actually.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I'm still disappointed to be commentating a US match and we don't have a Chuck or a Chip on
Chet.
the card. Chad. Rueben gives it a run because it's all he's got. Why not? You never know what can happen as Rueben picks up and concedes this hole to go 2 down.
Yeah, not the start he would have wanted, definitely. So Alex for his fourth. Oh, that putter was in trouble there for a second. He remembered he was on camera.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing we know about Rueben, it's that he will not give up. And if there's one thing we know about Alex as a putter, it's that he can turn it around.
Oh, absolutely. That's nothing. That's just a little glitch for Alex.
Yeah.
As
Henderson puts that in easy as you
there,
like.
the Yanks take one off the Aussies there. A despondent Paddy Robinson there.
Well, he won't be despondent much longer. We've got a nice par 3 to ease that pain for you, Paddy. 84 metres, OB sand scrape green on the left, and OB, is it this hole? No. Yep, OB at the back there, so a nice tight little green to hit. You'd reckon the players would really be looking to capitalise on this one and put some pressure on the other tilt, Jason.
Yeah, got to take it pretty close to those trees for the right-hander.
Jeez, it pains me to say it, but I really do like those US kids.
It's lovely. Now, this is almost in match play where you're at a disadvantage going first.
Yeah, 100%.
Because unless you do something like that, as you can see, Brown with a huge disadvantage there as he parks it under the tray. So now he's not at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ruben's got this shot. Stop. Yep. Little bit of a longer beard, but shouldn't be any trouble for it. That's just by the clothesline in Ruben's backyard.
It is, yes. Wonder if we'll see him step it out.
Yep. So once again, the pressure mounts on the first off the card here because you really do give your opponent a massive advantage if you don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
If you go OB or you go into the sand scrape, you just basically hand them an easy par.
Well, we've seen it. We saw it especially in round 1 a lot on holes like this. And this is very skinny.
Oh, dear. It's going to hold.
Oh, catches the berm.
Oh, jeez, I wouldn't take it any closer.
And he just walks back going, yeah, man, I meant it. What are you talking about?
So, Blake Houston. They're one down the double pairing. The Western Australian Wonder Kids in their own backyard.
Looks good.
That looks good.
Catch it. Oh.
Yes, Blakey. Sorry, unbiased here, aren't we?
Well, I mean, we're going to be happy. It is a pressure match, but we are going to be happy for any of the Australians that Blake's played this shot a million times.
Ah, bugger it, we're going for Australia. Yes, Rueben.
Rueben, easy as you like. Must have missed him stepping it out. He had it.
Tie the hole. Go on, make him putt. Make him putt.
Ruben's just not.
He's picking
which
them
one's
up.
which one's yours, Andrew? He's saying.
Imagine that, picking up the wrong one.
Yeah.
So Willis. Is it Willis or Henderson? It's Henderson.
This is
isn't it?
Henderson. Yeah. Willis has got a red hat on. And Henderson the blue Oakley hat.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's going to pick up for the Aussies here too.
Nah, stuffy, he says. He mustn't be a Razorbacks fan and doesn't like Alex Kynaston's hat.
So they remain one down, the Aussie pairing, as we go to hole 9. It's a par 4, 152 metres. One small goat is what brings us this hole, and you'd pretty much have to be a mountain goat to get your way up the fairway. Have a look at that. It is treachery all the way up there, and look, if you can get a throw that goes further than 70 metres, I reckon you'd pretty much birdie the hole.
It is that, you'd be taking something low speed off the tee and just getting out there and giving yourself something of a second shot. That's your Andrew. It looks like he's shaping up to pipe one.
It certainly does.
Like
It's good. That's a fairway.
Yeah.
That's at least a 7 or 8 speed. Oof. And that's what I was talking about. You just got to get as much distance on 2 of them, and you're under the basket.
Looks like a perfect landing zone up there. Rueben. Slightly different line. Floats into view.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bit of that ultimate release, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Rueben. Nose angle just a little different. Ooh, second tree saves him. Get to see the AK load up the barrel. He's going to send one long, I reckon. I reckon these boys, they don't often take the safe play. Neither of them. Hold.
Turned over, but...
Look, distance.
Yeah, push through a little way.
And this is what the American doubles pairing are looking at.
Doesn't take any time with it at all there.
No, not at all. Nice little shape on it.
Some forward progress.
So Blake try and push his way through. Ooh, he's hit a tree.
Yeah, so Ruben's got himself a decent way down there.
Lovely shot, Rueben. He gets all the way down. Throws the pressure back in the way of Andrew Brown. He's 2 holes up and he wouldn't want to be dropping any. Is he going to push? Oh, look, he's not going to make it easy for Rueben, is he?
No.
Lovely shot. He's down there for 2. And like I said, 2 70-metre drives and you're under the basket. So,
yeah, and I'd say no flies on Andrew, but there were a significant amount of flies on Andrew's back before he threw that shot. As Alex puts it into a, well, he gets it up there. It's all about forward progress on a hole like this. Keep your opponent in sight.
As they get a straight look at it, the Americans, through Henderson. He looks to have gone a tad long, but he's
hit the cameraman. That's what he's done. If you were into our catch cam, Dan there, who doesn't flinch and just puts his hand up and says, "I'm fine." But to the American player's credit there, to Henderson's credit there, he was actually more worried about hitting the cameraman than the impact on the throw. So, well, there. Last we heard from the hospital, Daniel is fine. Samuel, so don't worry about it.
Oh, and a miss for the Americans.
Probably needed that. Alex, will he accept the cake with a chisel in it and get out of jail? He
5,
will.
Yep. Now, Rueben down there for 2 as well, must be said.
Yeah.
Great birdies by both our MP40 players there.
Yeah. Absolutely dissected that hole. That's 2 in a row. Utter dissections for Andrew Brown.
Yeah,
there.
he's finding this section of the course easy.
Going to give Rueben a run for his money.
Let's hope it doesn't continue. Hole 10. Well, the 5th hole in this battle is a par 4. It's 167 metres. Now, this is the route less travelled by a lot of the big throwers. Up and around the bend and then down behind this green bush is the basket about 5 metres into the trees. There is a line straight over to your, at about, what do you call it, 2 o'clock there?
Yeah.
Which will get you straight to the basket. But I know the Aussie boys will have the arm to do it.
Yeah, I think we take that line that Andrew's taking with the drone because CASA regulations mean we can't fly the drone high enough to show that other route. But that's a lovely forehand up from Andrew. Rueben, not much of a forehand guy, but...
when you've got a turnover like that, have a look at that.
Telling you why it doesn't
Wowee.
matter. It is phenomenal to see someone throw a backhand that looks like a forehand, isn't it?
Uphill too.
Yeah.
Uphill. Just keeps turning. So, Hendo now, looking straight ahead. Weak. He's a lefty. I have not noticed till now that he's a lefty.
Yeah, well, he would have been earmarked for this hole, I reckon, by Willis the second before.
So the boys are not going to let me down here. No, he's not.
Here we go.
Oh, I know Blake Houston. As he goes up and over.
usually to cries of, oh, by the other people on the card, and he's gotten way down there.
He has.
A long way down
fist
there.
bumps all round, and that makes the whole hell of a lot easier when you don't have to throw most of it, doesn't it?
It does. It
Turns
does.
it into a par 3.
It really does. And this looks very good.
It does from Willis. Is he going to get under that? It does.
Misses that last tree too.
Is it a tree? Would you call it a tree?
Sapling.
It's more of a seedling, I reckon.
Yeah. Be a weed.
So, Rueben Berg with tactic in hand, no doubt.
We don't even have to look.
No. Sends it. Is it wide enough? It is. It's coming back.
Hold.
Whoop. He's going to look at the cameraman again. Laces a tree, and that puts him pretty close.
Yeah, Daniel, our catch cam, new to the game, new to disc golf for this tournament, but has very quickly figured out exactly where the discs are going to go by the looks of it.
Bird's eye view. POV, you call it.
Andrew will be looking to put this close.
Is that going to get enough ground play?
As he has done on...
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough, though? We haven't seen yet where Blake Houston's disc landed. I can't see it, so
He
it must...
putted yet.
No, it's going to be closer than this one, doesn't it? Oh, good putt. Great putt from Henderson.
And they're third.
Yep.
I think...
Leave the course, mark your disc. Thank you.
Oh, there he is. He's over the other side of the bush.
Just came through.
So we're just getting word from the American team support there that the PDGA app has come up with a lightning delay, which we thankfully didn't leave in this coverage, but the players were off for about 45 minutes from that point for a lightning delay.
Yeah, right. I wonder if Blake Houston's last tee shot bought the lightning.
It could have been what came up on the radar.
So, yeah, tough putt here, but albeit a putt to win the hole for Alex. For the AK-47. I'd like this one.
Really would. Jeez, I don't...
Oh, a little short.
An easy tap in for Blake, if there is such a thing. But geez, they won't want to get done on their home turf, these boys.
Nah, definitely not.
Not by the Americans.
Ooh, big edge of circle hit from Rueben Berg. Takes it in 3.
Yeah, that's the Rueben Berg we're well accustomed to seeing on our cameras here.
And Andrew Brown, so far, looks like he's pretty equal to this task with Rueben.
Yeah. First time we've seen Andrew under pressure in a few holes. And
Yeah, as he slams his hyzer putt home.
big sigh of relief as he walks in and puts the miniature back in the chinos.
Yeah, he stays 2 up, and the American doubles outfit remain 1 up as we go to hole 11.
Which we seem to see on every round that we've covered so far. Double Mando we're heading through right now. Brought to you by Stones Promotions and Engraving. If you've won a trophy, Stones have probably had some hand in it. And players are going to want to head through that gap with a backhand F or forehand. And then down this fairway, what looks like a couple of irrigation lines through it. And back into the trees over here to find this nicely perched basket. Jason.
Very, very puttable basket. Double Mando off the tee, not a problem for these guys. Just does change the way you'd probably attack it if they weren't there.
Yeah, well, it takes that right-hand side completely out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so Brown with his 2-hole lead at the moment, and that's about as well as you can play it.
Yeah.
Middle of the fairway, pick up a little roll if you can.
It's a whole body forehand, isn't it, that one? And
Yeah,
you see,
you set yourself up for a nice entrance. Man, this looks like a putter, is it, for Rueben?
yeah, be looking for position and as much turn as he can get. So
Ooh.
certainly got the turn, but turned straight into a branch.
Yeah, and that's Jeff, definite disadvantage with not having a forehand there. That is a very red top by
Incredibly
Henderson.
red.
Very red.
We've had that problem with other Latitude 64 sponsored players on coverage, haven't we?
Yes.
Just aggressive reds. So it must be something they're doing over there at Latitude to really just go for that red. I do love it when players in this tournament put a jumper on over their team shirt with their name on it. makes it a lot easier to figure out who's throwing. Don't need a name on this shirt.
Oh, and that is a nice send.
We'd know that four-handed silhouette.
From the AK. And he's done that only about 1,300 times before, I reckon. As they make their way down the fairway.
Yeah, experience on the course, Jace, do you reckon it makes it, I guess it depends on match situation, but would you think it'd make it easier or would it put more pressure on you being expected to perform on your home course?
To be honest, I think match play brings a different element into it all. I think playing the course, for stroke play, you have your zones where you want to land. You have your places you want to be on certain shots. But it's really just match play, I feel, is just sort of take it every shot and then reassess after both teams are thrown, because it just adds that extra element where it'll tell you whether to attack or whether not to. It's a great format. It's been a fun format to commentate too, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's it brings a real sport element into it, I know Blake and Alex did as Willis just
comes in a little early.
Looks like he had every bit of it. I know Blake and Alex did a lot of match play practice with guys like JB, Jason Brown, over at Mundaring in the lead up to this tournament. So hopefully they're going to be able to take something from that.
He might have put too much flex on that one. Is he sending it long?
He wants an edge. And
no,
he's not.
Pretty good.
Well, I guess technically he did send it long, didn't he?
And look at this.
Yeah.
He's giving himself a bit of a footy in there.
Marks out the free kick. Stand, please.
Being downhill, I suppose, he puts a lot of pressure on that front leg, does Blake. He likes it.
And should he?
Yes, absolutely. That'll put him about 4. Rueben needs that to hold. Don't fade yet. So he ends up just a little short. There's an American team member, USA team member hits record. Do you reckon this is going to be one to play back? Ooh, and dump that one. Delete.
Now, Rueben for 4 needs this.
What a shot that was.
Any sort of pressure.
Rueben Berg in his Australia jersey with gum leaves draped around his shoulders. I mean, it doesn't get much more Australian than that, does it? Fourth shot incoming for Willis the second. Boom.
Yeah.
Cages.
You got to be making those at this quarterfinal level.
Yeah, quarterfinal.
Of a match play tournament.
Through the pool stage and through the round of 16 to the quarters.
Yeah.
So both these teams deserve to be here. As the Aussies peg one back, doing it in 3, and fist bumps all round.
Geez, there's a couple of Australian championships walking with this tilt, isn't there?
There he is. As we see Dave Perry there caddying for the boys. So hole 12, par 3, 126 metres. Sand scrape as always on the left-hand side there. And basket just around the back. So if you've got that late turning turnover shot, the backhand line is, unless you're going straight at it, not really room for a hyzer. Big stink pile on the right.
Big stink pile. And that late turn's going to keep you away from the sand scrapers. We mentioned JB on the last hole.
J Bevo.
Yeah, J Bevo sponsoring this hole.
That's
there it is.
The one. Is it going to stay up? Ooh, it's going to fade out a little early. Right idea.
Yeah, we see that a lot. Big common collection zone over there on the left-hand side of this basket.
So Rueben 3 down at the moment. Needs to get a wriggle on. Has he got this one dialed?
Keep turning.
It's coming. It's coming.
There it is.
Push. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's in Rueben Berg zone.
Advantage Berg.
So Houston taking this tee off. Of course, those of you who know the rules would know the boys have got to, teams have got to submit their player to tee off before the round even starts. You're not allowed to adjust it. So they'll be taking 9 each in this 18-hole battle.
Blake leaving Alex a bit of work to do there.
And it hasn't exactly been on fire with the putter yet.
No. Fair to say.
Just looking at his number on his PDGA number. Is it 238,000? Or is it 23,000?
Yeah, 23844, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has been playing a while. I was thinking, geez, if he started after me. He's a lot better than I am. I mean, I think I knew that already, though.
I mean, you didn't play the tournament, so difficult
no, that's
to
right.
directly compare.
I didn't apply for the Australian team.
That's it.
That's right. So that's why I'm not in it.
That's it. Yeah.
Brown for his second over the top. Grass Tree says nope.
America got Oakley on board, have they?
Yes. Yeah, they're on the back of their hats.
Yeah, righto. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
He changed his hat. He has.
He has. Maybe yeah.
They did go off for a lightning break, so it may have got wet.
They got wet, yeah. Or this one's got a plastic noggin on the top of it rather than the metal one to attract the lightning.
That's a good point. That's not something I thought of.
Probably not something Alex thought of either. Might have been.
He's
told
one of
by
the shorter members of the Australian team, so I'd be more concerned if I was Paddy or Rueben walking next to Alex.
Might have been.
See the Canadian team in the background there.
We do.
In their battle. Yes, Rueben does it in 2.
Beautiful.
So he takes another one back off Andrew Brown. And he won't let him putt again. Not in my house, says Rueben. Put that putter back in the bag.
Smiling assassin, Rueben Berg, as we go into the Awareness for Wellness hole 13. Par 4, so up and out of this tight gap off the tee. Get yourself into a landing zone about here for a very, very uphill approach. And then take the T-bar lift up to the basket here and hopefully get yourself a putt for 3, Jason.
Yeah, I've seen this one played a number of different ways. Some players opting to go out wide, like Rueben is here, and just get yourself right out of trouble. And then it's pretty straight line to the basket. It is steeper that way, though, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it's probably the same.
Yeah. You're just going to have more of it.
You just have more hole to play, yeah. See what Brown does here. Does he try and gain an advantage? Jeez, I love this match play.
It is good to watch. It's good to play, too.
Brown decides to go straight. He has got this shot in him, though. He's got great direction. He just buffers off one there. And it helps him, if anything.
Does. What would Luke Bain say? 1, 2, 3.
Friendly. So, is this, what's this, a cut roller?
Looks like a roller. It is
It is a cut roller.
Cut roller. Oh, severe cut.
Oh, wow. Is he going to sit down? Is he going to stand up late?
We could have a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it could be going. Oh, it's not. Oh, no. It's not going to get stable at all. Here it comes. Oh, it's OB.
It's actually OB.
That must have worked for him previously.
What? Yeah, he hasn't got over it enough, but you'll see in a second what's happened is there is a Mando playing there off the tee to stop players going up the left-hand side.
It's gone back past the Mando, has it?
He's actually rolled back just past the Mando line.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's a relatively new rule from...
Yeah, a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, disappointing. Yeah, I think the theory that he was going with there is rollers will roll straight uphill.
Yeah.
So as long as he hit the hill at the right angle, it would have continued on cut.
And here we see the Mando playing and Willis just going, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real way to save that, unfortunately. Poor old Henderson's walked over there.
What do you reckon his partner was saying as he threw that? Possibly what you're talking about, Willis?
Well done, Jace. It's taken you 9 holes. 7 holes or so
Sorry about that.
of holding that back. It's okay.
I was waiting till he did something. So Hendo pushes it most of the way up the hill, but still too far for a putt, I reckon. So the boys have to take their advantage here.
Yeah, they can pounce here, the young fellas.
Get a good bit of ground play, and that is good. That's up there.
You do get ground play up this hill, don't you?
You do if you've got an arm that powerful. I don't. This looks good too from Andrew Brown. Oh, it's a little short. So that was his second. And Rueben must have been closer.
Yeah, Rueben got up further, but further out to the right, I
And that's
believe.
pushing the basket off the tree. Oh, he's hopefully he's not behind that tree. So this is for 4. Need this because the boys have only had 2.
Yeah.
Oh. And that'll just about spell the hole, I reckon, for the doubles pairing.
Yeah, bad luck off that roller off the tee for Willis there, but you got to try a few different strokes in match play, don't you?
It's not bad. Not bad. Didn't see that coming at all.
Rueben going through that familiar routine that our editor cuts out most of the time.
Not a problem. Not a problem for Rueben.
Yeah.
I'll call it. Not afraid to say it.
Taking that one from his backyard table in Rueben Berg parlance.
Yeah, definitely.
How he judges his distances.
A layup from the AK.
Little low on... Oh, no, he's laying.
And they've been instructed to pick up by the Americans. And this one is back at all square for this doubles pairing. Rueben down to 1 hole. Is it 1 hole behind he is?
I believe so at this point, yeah.
Wowee. So good little stretch for the Aussies there as we get to hole 14. It's a par 3. It's 110 metres. It's down the hill. And it's into this little opening here. Now, is this the hole with the hazard all the way down the left?
I believe it is.
So they have to get in. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry.
It's not.
No.
Yeah.
This is the low ceiling. And it is on the right.
Yeah. The problem with this hole is that I
Not
believe...
a forehand from Rueben Berg.
It was, yeah. Downhill might have encouraged him, but I believe the tee pad's been moved back a little on this hole, which has caused a lot of players some problems. There was a lot of...
Because of that ceiling, is it?
Yeah, a lot of talk about this throughout the tournament with these logs there as well, discouraging the skip. So
Being too hard this hole, 110 metres.
110 metres and just a real tough entrance into that, accessing that green. So Blake's got the right idea with the skip. He's hit a small trampoline lodged in the fairway down there by the looks of it.
Henderson, the advantage of being a lefty. Oh, he's pinched that off way too early.
Yeah. Nice set of wheels on Henderson, though, isn't it?
Yep, I like him.
Yeah.
In high top disc golf shoe.
Sleek.
Might be the Corey Ellis type shoe. You familiar with that one?
Yeah, the Idios.
Yeah.
Yeah, Idios or Vessies. Neither of which brand sponsor our channel.
No.
So, yeah.
Inbox us if you're keen. So Ruben's giving himself a nice look.
Trees growing weirdly in the foreground there.
Oh, look out. Oh, jeez. I'm liking the aggression from Berg. A long look to win.
And he knew it too.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't like it out of the hand. I'd make him putt that one, Ruben.
It's that one hole buffer. No one's comfortable. Unless you're in the clubhouse.
Third for Henderson. Oh, that looked good in out of the hand. That was good. He just casually walked in after that.
Look at this through the gap in the trees.
Oh, get stuffed.
The caddy on the camera likes it as well.
Unbelievable. He wasn't overly impressed with it, though, Henderson. He must do that all the time. AK. He's back with the putter, and he runs it in. As the Aussies, for the first time in this battle, go one up.
And Henderson's long putt there through the trees was for nothing, Jason. Absolutely nothing.
Complete and utter waste of time. It is on film, though.
It is on film.
So Berg squares that hole up and remains one down. Jeez, there couldn't be how many holes to go, Ash?
There's a few. We started on 6. So, yeah, they're battling it out. Hole 15, par 3. So, Disc Golf Warehouse sponsoring this long, straight hole, 120 metres through this gap and to this basket here. We see a lot of players ending up short left and a lot of players ending up somehow out the back of this basket. So, downhill, catch cam right
turn around the tree.
He's got through.
Just got through to the good side.
We might get another shot of Rueben Berg in the gum leaves there.
Brown with his attempt. He's going to turn that through, and it's going to fade probably a little early, I reckon.
Yeah, this is the collection zone I was talking about, fading out early left. As we see the Estonians, looks like the bazooka in the background.
So the AK trying to flip one up really straight through that gap. A little high. And it's fading as well. Oh, it's caught a tree.
More height than you've wanted.
So both the Aussies catching some bush on the way through there. Willis fights through as well. And
as the nation holds its breath.
Yeah, absolutely. I certainly was. So a step putt for the Americans.
Words of strategy there from team captain Patrick Robinson.
But just a little application of pressure from Houston. He's going to force them to go for that. Brown for his second. No, not hitting those step putts at the moment.
So Rueben with a chance. He must be closer. There he is.
I don't know that he is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, squares that hole. So
no damage done.
The MP40s will be picking up. Let's see if Hendo can get him back in the lead here. The Americans. No, he's loaded. Vessies, I reckon they are, those shoes.
Yeah. Brand new ones too. Oakley hats and Vessi shoes. It's almost like the sport has a bit of corporate support in America.
It certainly looks that way, doesn't it? Plenty to choose from American apparel brands.
Yeah. Certainly not diminishing the support of any of our wonderful sponsors of this tournament so far.
So tied up all round on that hole. The Aussies doubles pairing hang on to their lead. As we get to hole 16, it's a par 4. It's 142 metres.
And Blake Houston...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, Blake Houston would really want to be making a dent on this hole that he sponsors, Jace.
Yeah, because he is flying the drone out to the open fairway in the narrow tunnel, and it drops off quite significantly as we get to the basket here. So it's a fairway in. I've seen it piped once. I've seen it parked once. Just trying not to get in too much trouble. Kicking back out into the middle is the key there.
Yeah, he'll have something.
He's turned that a little, Andrew Brown.
Overturned it, but
he's okay.
He's gotten lucky, and we can see Ruben's disc in the background there.
The AK rips one low and hard, but it's a little low.
Pulls his second hat down over his eyes.
This Blake had his hat over his face as well. As the American pairing step up through Willis the second, and they get to that bush as well. So that's about the common landing zone for the lads there.
Yeah, so we're getting into the end of the first 9 of their play here, and you'd really be wanting to start to put the foot down as Blake has.
Nice shot from Blake.
Your dice, Mr. Henderson. Oh, you're right, mate.
Checkmate, he says. I can do that. That's an envy. in the hand of Rueben Berg. Is it an enemy? Does he throw him these?
Don't rightly know.
He does.
I know he doesn't experience it. Wonderful man that Rueben Berg is.
That's a good line from Brown.
Yeah, gets that nose up and puts the brakes on.
So things pretty tight in this stretch of the course between all battles.
Oh, he liked it. He really liked it.
I don't know if he liked it or he just had to keep going because he was in the gully, but
yeah, it was either hope or physics.
Rueben. Rubes. Just throwing him a little there.
So we'll pick up and go 2 down here.
Boys will get it in 3. And the Yanks look like they'll get it in 3 as well. Pick it up, he says. Alex says, yeah, I'm not letting you putt that, Willis. So, yeah, they remain 1 down, the American pairing.
Yeah, and here we go with hole 17, brought to you by the Amaroo Retreat, one of Jason's favourite places to unwind after a round and have a nice salt bath and mud pack. Speaking of mud packs, we've got a sand scrape green on the left. Players will want to avoid and get round the back to access this basket and cash in a birdie.
Resort and spa, I understand.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Can you just do one or the other? You just go for the resort
Both available.
facilities? Yeah,
Both
okay.
available. Andrew Brown with his 2-hole lead throws his head back on that one because he's turned it a long way right.
Oh.
And it's still going. And, geez, he's in some
stink
down there. Can Rueben capitalise? Oh, is that going to get around?
Going to need the distance.
This looks good. Oh, it's still going.
It's got too much of it, but...
Jeez, he's got a putt, Rueben, and he really needs to take these opportunities. Blake Houston with his... it's got on edge. It's a buzz, is it?
It's a Raptor. Yeah, that American flag type disc. Hopefully wasn't accused of cultural appropriation. I'm sure the Americans would have loved it. They do have very specific rules around what you are and aren't allowed to do with the flag, though.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, can't touch the ground usually.
Right.
Has to fly at a certain height, all those sort of things. Huge respect for the
Didn't know that.
Star-Spangled Banner.
Did not know that. See where Andrew Brown ended up? Way down the hill. He just needs to get up close. Oh, should be no trophies for him, but he's got a long look here, Rueben.
Yeah, it means Rueben has to make this.
Geez, you'd love him to get it, wouldn't you?
Oh.
He's laying up.
Look like he tries and he
Jesus.
leaves himself what you and I would call a tester.
Absolutely. He's better than that, Rueben. I don't think that was where he wanted it to go. He's better than that.
Yeah, it looked like he talked himself out of it at the last minute. As Henderson looks like he's trying to talk himself into it.
Team tactic talk there going on in the Aussie camp. Oh, as we get a double teapot from Henderson.
Yeah.
This to win the hole. He hasn't been on fire today with a putter, but he's been okay.
It's too low out of the hand. He didn't like it. Puts the shifter away and elects not to turn the screw. And yes, I do know that you typically wouldn't use a shifter for a screw.
Yes, you wouldn't.
A ratchet screwdriver, perhaps.
Here we go. That's that familiar Rueben Berg step out. So this is you'd count this one, wouldn't you?
There you are, Rueben.
Bang. Rueben makes. Andrew Brown has not given Rueben Berg an inch in this battle.
He just will not go away,
He has not given him an inch.
What have we got in the orange there in the background?
Who'd be wearing orange?
I can only think of Holland or the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're here.
So the boys in the doubles, the Aussie boys go another hole up, so they're 3 up now. Hole 18 is a par 5, 290 metres. We all know this one. OB left and right. The OB gets skinnier as we get up to the back section here where the white ribbon is. Hazard line,
Spectator
OB
rope.
line.
Yeah, OB
Just
line.
behind the sand scrape here and an island green to approach. So plenty of ways that this can go wrong. As Brown's going to lead us off.
Yeah, so the white tape you see is a spectator line, not being utilised at the moment. Probably won't be utilised until the finals. But OB lines are just inside that, as we see both players playing it real safe.
Yeah, first shot, not the issue on this hole. Second shot, definitely the most dangerous. Blake using every centimetre of that landing zone there.
He looks like he gives it everything, doesn't he? Every shot.
Is Hendo in trouble here?
Hopefully he's not short.
No, he's okay.
He's okay.
Left a little bit to chew off, though, for Willis.
It's all about the choice on this second shot, like you say, isn't it? Because there's so many mistakes you can make on this second shot.
That's pretty good from Willis.
Yeah,
Let's put him in a good spot.
Spotter holds up the green flag just out of...
And he nods in appreciation of his own work there, Willis. The AK pulls the trigger.
Yep.
Recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in time.
We see a spotter with a glorious beard there, and this is...
Oh. And that's the one. That's the spot, and he turned his back on it straight away, Andrew Brown. He was not happy with it. Advantage Berg. Can he capitalise here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez, that's the way the cameraman shot that. I was thinking, geez, that just keeps going, doesn't it? Brown for his fourth, as we mentioned.
So just looking to leave this close and safe, and does. I'm still looking at that spotter in the background.
He's just dropping that in there, Blake. That's all you need to do.
They're just moving pieces around a chessboard at this point, aren't they?
Yeah. Just firing it back to the Americans now and just saying, well, your turn. Let's see if you're going to go for it. And I think he has, and he's muffed it right up, hasn't he? Oh, no.
It's gotten out real wide.
Never at any point did that look like it was going in.
Yep.
But he has gone for the green there to try and get the advantage. So, boys getting in the head of the Americans now.
Yeah, as we see tournament photographer Kingsley Flett there, just letting them know all about it, where it's gone out of bounds.
Yeah, Rueben to keep that advantage. Has to land on here.
Landed on the...
Oh. He just toyed with those tall branches.
Oh.
And I don't think that's crossed, so that'll be drop zone for Rueben.
It will be, yeah.
That evens it right out.
As Alex hits the same tree, but makes it on.
Shrug of the shoulders from Alex. I know what you were worried about, he says.
Never in doubt.
There's Andrew Brown. Oh, he's hit the cage. He's really sending a message to Rueben now, mate. You've got to capitalise if I give you a chance.
Paddy through gritted teeth gives a fist bump there. Yep, also giving it a run because what else you got?
Yep, nice and deep Willis there for their fifth. And bit of a waste of time, this putt, I think, but
Well, I've seen Matty Faz drop tap-ins, miss tap-ins from that close, so anything's possible. Rueben giving that one away.
Yeah, ruining that one, Rueben, because he had a definite advantage coming up the fairway. Like I said, though, at the start of the hole, plenty of places to get in trouble on this hole. Plenty of ways to stuff it up.
Yeah, well, traditional finisher on this course as Blake takes
Fires
this hole nice
one
and
in.
easy.
3 up for the boys now.
Do you reckon those two boys are playing any hole for par if Paddy Robinson's not there telling them to do that?
Oh, you're in the old head, do you?
Yeah.
Parkerville Tavern bring us this next hole, which is hole 1 on the standard world course layout. It's 333 metres, a par 5. Out this forehand gap or backhand turnover, it's just pretty tight. Just play for position. And then OB left and right. It might look nice and wide, this one, Ash. But players commonly find themselves skipping to the left or turning it over to the right just because of the extra declination of the hole.
Yeah, a lot of topography to play with here. And obviously this little section between the two creeks at the end, OB, or hazard rather. So players just looking to get out this gap to start with.
Andrew Brown, no need for anything silly here. We've got how many holes left? 3, 4?
Maybe 5.
5 holes left.
Yeah.
So yeah, he needs to hold his 2-shot lead, and Rueben has to find a way to attack. Oh, that's not it. It's the forehand from Rueben. I mean, you just can't throw anything else there, can you?
No, it's difficult. I've seen a few backhands get out of here, but you know, these are from your players that are very used to not having a forehand and competing at a high level. So
he's done that before.
Bread and butter, really, isn't it?
Yep. Henderson, the lefty, will take this one. It's very tight line for a lefty, though.
Well, yeah, I guess that is the other stipulation.
Very tight line for a lefty, and I called it.
He's juiced it, yeah.
I called it. I mean, so you can tell by how much Alex had to hyzer that forehand.
Yeah.
So this could have them in trouble, the boys. The American pairing.
Yeah, it's
speaking of in trouble.
Yeah, well, we see that familiar. Is that the hose reel out there? So that sort of is the break point you want, and he's got out a little bit, I think.
He's out, Rueben. This will be number 3 forehand in a row, Rueben. So he's not enjoying this hole, is he?
He's going to have the elbow on ice later tonight. Got onto that.
He has.
It's holding its line.
That's nice. That is a yeet.
That's a man that knew there was a hill.
Yeah, absolutely. Just put it out at normal height. So Willis in a bit of trouble as well after Henderson's drive, but he's recovered well there.
Yeah, he has. Perfect spot.
Probably where you want to be for 2, though, not 3. Yeah, lovely down the hill throw. Is it going to get down?
Uh-oh.
Is it going to get... Oh, geez, that's the Mundaring skip.
We see that OB line up front there, and that's downhill, hard ground, catching edge. He walked away from that as soon as he threw it, so he knew.
Blake Houston rips one like he has many times before. Is it coming back in? And it does. He's gone around the trees, I'm pretty sure.
And around the spotter.
That wouldn't have been part of Paddy's plan, I wouldn't think.
No.
So the boys now for their Willis and Anderson for their 3rd for USA. Be laying up just before the creek.
Looks like it. Yep. Nice safe plate.
Yep, just a little tactic. Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of that slower speed disc, I guess, isn't it? He's not going to catch the edge. Andrew throwing from his OB lie.
He's 4th.
Yeah,
he's laying up as well.
Yeah. Is that even up his and Ruben's? Does.
This is Ruben's 5th.
Yeah.
As he pushes for the basket, and that looks good. I'm going to call it early. Is he going to fade?
There somewhere. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's a little long. As we see, that's where the cameraman is. So Brown, if he lands this near the basket, it's pressure back on Berg.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't like it.
No, he's not releasing him well at the moment. Oh, he's gone OB. Jeez, a big couple of meltdowns for Andrew Brown on this hole. He's been pretty solid till now.
Yeah. Rueben didn't get very far off the tee or off the next or indeed off the next shot. So he's giving him all those shots back at this stage.
Gonna get down. Oh, that's OB as well.
This is the danger.
He takes it nice and wide.
This has got the width. Oh, yeah.
That's how you want to play it.
Bit luxurious doubles pairing with Blake and Alex here. Two guys that do like to putt long. So we've seen it from the American doubles pairing as well. Just that luxury of not having to put your approach within 4 meters, which a lot of us experience to make it nice and safe for your doubles partners. It's shorter than it looked. Yeah, lovely.
Flashed in front. So that's 6 shots, and this will be Rueben Berg's 6th as well.
Yeah.
I've lost count of how many Browns had, but this would be 8, would it?
I believe it'll be 7th.
Double OB. Houston to win the hole. Lays up.
Yeah.
No need for anything silly when you're 3 up against your opponent.
And they're throwing 7. Boys just making sure of it there. And, yeah, Rueben just doing the maths for Andrew and electing to pick up that one as well, Jace.
Yeah, he takes it back. He's only 1 shot behind Andrew Brown now. Rueben Berg, as we get a hole 2. There's only about 4 left in this encounter. This is a par 4 straight up this narrow path. 123 metres. We take a sharp right. There's a Mando tree just there on your left-hand side, and then we're up another narrow path. Just getting to the crossover point is probably, before the Mando is... Oh, look out. This is a different line.
Not a man you see it's kicked out to the right there. Not a man you see take a line like that often, Rueben. So
no, he's trying something different.
Trying to create something, but this is the more traditional approach.
And that is good.
Straight up the guts, and I've seen that many Frisbees come to rest on that crossroad. This is a man you often see take this approach. He's highs it out to the left there, taking an early leaf.
So, 4 up with 4 to play. So, if the Americans don't make a dent on that score in this hole, that'll be it for them. Up and over goes Kynaston.
He's come down just in the centre of screen there.
We have no idea where that is.
Rueben with the thumber.
Yes.
More forward progress. Again, landing centre of screen. So, be up level with the basket. At least in a distance.
And that one taking away half of its flight. Willis hits a tree too.
Americans taking a similar route through this hole for the singles and doubles pairings.
And the Australians just going absolutely rogue.
Yeah. I do say route because I am speaking to my American listeners here.
She's in a range of shots from Berg.
I was just thinking
in this hole.
Spike highs a thumber,
none
and a
of
forehand.
which you would usually see him play.
From a bloke who tries to play every hole with a backhand tactic. And so pressure on there from the American doubles pairing for their 3rd.
To win the hole for Andrew Brown. Tell you what. Ooh, wish. Oh, cheapers.
Late fireworks.
Yep.
Needs this, Rueben.
Oh, it's just cradled out.
Yeah. We've got a hat off from Willis, looking like a completely different man.
And that'll be it for the doubles to win the match. They go 5 up, do Houston and Kynaston over Henderson and Willis the second. So Australian doubles get up in that encounter.
Yeah.
Still got singles to go with 3 holes left, Ash.
Yeah, so 1 tick in the column for the Australian tilt in this matchup. Moving on to hole 3, par 3, 92 metres. Not much more to say about it, except it's straight up this fire track and to this basket here. So it may not look like it off the tee, but there's not many other options than a little sort of baby flex shot like that up the line.
Nice
and hope
shot.
for a bit of height, skip. And he's given himself a putt there, you'd have to say.
That's the route less taken, but he's pushed through. Rueben will be up first. Oh, he runs a jump putt. He really had to.
Gives it a run. What else is he to do? Andrew will take the match down with this.
And does. So the Americans get one back in the MP40 Singles Challenge. Great effort by Rueben Berg, but it just came down to the last couple, really.
Yeah, it certainly did. Certainly did. Staying in bounds and, Rueben fought all the way, but staying in bounds for the doubles pairing really showed results there for Blake and Alex. But the MP40 fought out as long as he could. Rueben, the results, Jace?
Yeah, Rueben Berg, like we just saw, going down by 3 holes, 2 to play against Andrew Brown in the MP40's battle. Blake Houston and Alex Kynaston of Australia, 4 holes up, 3 to play against the American pairing of Willis and Henderson. So well done to the Aussie boys there. There were some other matches. Ash.
Yeah, so in the, I believe it was FPO, we had Curry Gerberdulin from the US versus Australia's Kirsty Murray. Corey taking that down 2 holes with 2 holes up with no holes remaining, so fought out to the end there. And a doubles matchup on the other card. Chris Villa and Leah Sinner. Ginny went down to Luke Bain and Sarah Lee. 2 up, 2 holes remaining there. So that match finishes 4-all tied. America or the USA versus Australia, Jace.
Yes, thank you for joining us for quarterfinals action for the World Flying Disc Federation World Team Disc Golf Championships for 2024. Make sure you catch the next video because as this tournament pushes on, it's only getting more exciting. Until you do, I've been Jason Weidner.
I've been Ashley Weidner.
And until next time,
park it.